The future of banking, digitalized and cashless society. Did you know it's not very far to move into a complete cashless society with some upgrades in banking? So first, what are these upgrades going to be? Let's start with universal banking. Even though universal banking model was already established as a new feature, it is not yet being used in many countries, and the model differs in every banking system. The most common usage of universal banking is of course being used in Switzerland along with some European countries. But what is universal banking? It's basically a variety of financial services that are connected to each other in banking system, including commercial, retail, and investment services. And universal banks are basically commercial banks that offer a range of services such as lending loans and accepting deposits under one roof. And the main advantage of this universal banking is merely being economically efficient in the forms of lower cost, better output, and better products. And the qualifying notable banks that are considered as universal banks are Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, HSBC, NING Bank, Wells Fargo, and JPMorgan Chase. The second big step will be digitalisation in banking, which means a faster, more reliable, cost reduced, zero human error, gap eliminated system, and more importantly, a cashless transaction background. By going into the system, your funds and your records will be protected no matter what disaster or theft or loss happens. The digitalized system will lead a new fintech era that is more focused on the fundamental of know the customer and will use data mining to gather signals by artificial intelligence and blockchain that can scan endless data. And as a result of this, new models of lending will be presented. And by legalizing documents that are organized with blockchain, will make the banks idle next to the fintech companies in the future. It is also important to know about the future of banking will work on satellite banking, which is based on a satellite telecommunication services that can be used as a backup in the event of natural disaster or a general failure where the connection is compromised. And for the third one, as said on my previous article, CBDC, central bank digital currencies, will take charge of all, but especially for people who currently rely on cash. And with these three big upgrades in banking, in finance, and generally in life, fraud and money laundering will have a massive damage. These upgrades might also seem vulnerable to digital frauds such as cyber attacks and data breaches, but these systems will cut the frauds in half. Another major impact will be about the payment gateways. It is simple as every company will create their own payment system. And on account of that, companies will take their banking systems under their own. This is only the summary, but this massive upgrade will be told in my other article, as it deserves more attention. As seen above, if these systems merge perfectly, there will be huge improvement in banking field that also covers the finance sector and the payments system. I saved the timeline of the promised cashless society in the end. As mentioned before, it is not that far. Would you be surprised if I said this will happen very soon? Maybe in a few years, or maybe in 2026. Believe it or not, but this is the year that is foreseen by financial advisors. So this is the end of it, and thank you for listening. Bye.